Are cruise holidays really only for old people? Let's find out. Welcome to MacTravelling Unpacked, your go-to podcast for travel tips, hacks and insider insights.
We are Ian and Donna, travel consultants and adventure seekers, here to help you explore the world with ease.
This is episode 4, and in this episode we've decided to bust some of those myths around going on cruise holidays.
Yes, we have, but before we get started, as per normal for this podcast, we'll let you know that we will use our own personal experience from our past cruise holidays and our industry knowledge that we've gained.
Yeah, we're still relatively new to cruising, having undertaken 5 so far. Couple this with numerous ship visits as travel agents, we are getting a real understanding of these amazing holiday alternatives to beach holidays.
We've got another 3 booked
I know.
for this year alone, all on different ships as well.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be following the market trend in that more and more people are choosing cruising for their next holiday.
Right, it's now time to delve into some serious cruise travel myth busting.
So grab your passport, get comfy, and let's unpack together.
Today we are tackling the big one, cruise holidays. Now Donna, are you ready to sink some of these ridiculous misconceptions?
Absolutely. Let's not do a Jack and Rose, but let's dive deep, delve in, and that pun was intended.
If you mention cruising to most people, they immediately picture a floating retirement village where everybody is in bed by 8 o'clock
Oh, well.
after the early buffet. I don't think we actually get to the early buffet.
No, the Baileys comes out and that's us. But
It's definitely Bailey's time at 8 o'clock.
or you think of a cruise ship that you're going to be trapped in a crowded metal box with nothing to do but gain weight and empty your wallet on overpriced drinks.
Definitely gain weight. Definitely gain weight.
You can do that anywhere.
Well, let's grab your life jackets, folks. We're about to throw these myths overboard one by one.
Under stars and moonlit nights, laugh and love, everything's alright. Sail away in pure delight.
Right, here we go. Myth number 1. Cruises are just for old people. Perhaps the biggest cruise myth of all is that cruises are exclusively for retirees who love a buffet and a good game of bingo.
Oh, Edna, did you bring your compression socks? There's a shuffleboard tournament at 4 o'clock.
To be fair, Ian, I've seen you getting pretty excited about a shuffleboard after a couple of cocktails.
Now, in my defence, it's surprisingly competitive, but seriously, cruise demographic has completely transformed over the last decade.
Like Royal Caribbean and Virgin in particular have totally reimagined the cruise experience for younger travellers. We're talking surf simulators, rock climbing walls, nightclubs that go on till dawn. Not that we would know about that.
What's that? The thing is, Virgin Scarlet Lady doesn't even allow children. It's adults only. Also with a tattoo parlour, drag brunches, dance parties that would even make Ibiza jealous.
We need to get on that
I
one.
think so. I think that's next.
But one we have done is MSC, and they've come out. They are the most incredible family-friendly ships with massive water parks, Formula One simulators, and virtual reality experiences designed especially for the younger generation. So absolutely no use for Ian.
No. The thing is, we love MSC, to be fair. You know, we've been on a couple of MSC, and we just absolutely love it. Now, the average age for many cruisers now is in the mid-40s.
I think it's about 47 is the exact age.
Yeah, and with tons of millennials and even Gen Z passengers discovering cruising thanks to shorter and more adventure-focused itineraries.
Different cruise lines target different demographics, so there is one out there for everyone. Carnival and Royal Caribbean tend to attract a younger crowd and families, or the likes of Cunard, for example. They might skew onto a little bit of an older
Yeah, they do.
traveller.
Yeah, they definitely do. I think it's just about checking the ship before you book. So like a 3-night Bahamas party cruise on Carnival is going to be vastly different in age than a 14-night transatlantic crossing on the Queen Mary 2.
Okay, myth 2 is cruises are overcrowded. You believe that cruises are unbearably crowded with thousands of people fighting over deck chairs and buffet shrimp.
Day 3 at sea. I've been in this buffet so long, I've developed relationships. I think I'm going to propose to the woman waiting at the omelette station.
Oh, certainly cruise ships are large vessels with many passengers, but they're specifically designed to disperse crowds and unwanted attention.
Absolutely. Modern cruise ships are engineering marvels when it comes to crowd management. Now, Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Sea can hold nearly 7,000 passengers, but you never know it because of how the ship is designed with multiple neighbourhoods.
And most people don't realise that even on a sea day, there's only about a third of the passengers that are on the main pool area. The rest are scattered between all the specialty restaurants, the shows, the casino, the spa, which I haven't actually been to because Ian won't put his hand in his pocket, or just relaxing on their private balconies, which I also don't usually have.
Inside cabin. Top tip, save money. And if you're really crowd averse, there's a simple hack. Just book a ship with a higher space to passenger ratio. Celebrity and Virgin Voyages are certainly known for this.
Or you can hit the pool at off-peak times. So when everyone's in the main dining room for dinner, you can have the hot tubs practically to yourself.
Yep, and don't forget about private sanctuaries. Now, many ships now offer exclusive areas like MSC Yacht Club, Norwegian's The Haven, or Celebrities Retreat that limits access to certain passengers.
Now, this is coming from cruise knowledge gained, not from personal experience, because these areas do cost. But you're getting a boutique experience on a mega ship. So I believe you would have the best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
One day Ian will maybe let me experience this.
One day. Now, myth number 3. Cruise food is terrible. On to myth number 3. Cruise food is all bland buffets and soggy midnight pizza.
The midnight buffet has been extended until sunrise because we still have 4,000 pounds of mystery meat to serve.
Now, the truth is, culinary offerings on modern ships have completely revolutionised over the last few years.
Celebrity cruises, for example, have actually hired Michelin-starred chefs to design their menus. That's the only time I'll ever be able to eat a Michelin-starred food. Their Edge-class ships feature more than 29 different dining concepts. Yes, 29.
Thing is, even on more budget-friendly cruise lines like P&O or Carnival, Morella, you'll find speciality restaurants from celebrity chefs.
But what really gets to me is people say that, oh, cruise food is so low quality. It's not. It really isn't. Royal Caribbean's 150 Central Park serves dry-aged steaks that would cost more than $100 at a land-based restaurant.
Yeah, and don't get me started because MSC's partner with Vinci Chocolates or P&O's collaboration with Mark P.R. White.
But not just the celebrity things, the buffets themselves have evolved. It's not just steam tables of mystery casseroles anymore, is it?
No.
Many ships have live cooking stations like Ian's omelette wifey, international cuisine, and farm-to-table initiatives.
Yeah, now Virgin Voyages completely eliminated the traditional buffet and the main dining room altogether in favour of 20 boutique restaurant concepts included in your price.
Now, here's a pro tip. Most ships now have apps where you can see all the menus in advance. So if you're a foodie, choose your cruise based on the Colour and Link programme.
Another recent change on many of the cruise lines is a freedom dining experience, where originally it would have been that you had to go for your supper at, say, 6:30 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. and you had to be in that restaurant at that time or you would not get your dinner. But now you get the option on a lot of the cruise lines where you can actually choose your own time when you want to go. So you don't just have to go to the buffet for flexibility, you'll be able to go to some of these restaurants as well.
Myth number 4, drinks packages aren't worth it. Let's delve into myth number 4. Drinks packages are never worth the money.
Let's see if I drink exactly 7.4 cocktails per day at an average price of $13.50.
Sound like Metal
Well,
Mickey.
factoring in my seasickness probability and my nap time.
I've literally seen you doing maths on your phone to work this out before we go on board.
And the thing is, I stand by my spreadsheet. I like to cost everything out. But the truth is, drink packages are often bundled with far more than just drinks than what most people realise, i.e. tips, Wi-Fi, to name a few.
Okay then, Ian, come on then. Let's break down what these packages actually include. Because they can vary from cruise line to cruise line, can't they?
Yeah, definitely. So, Royal Caribbean Deluxe Beverage Package includes virtually all drinks up to $13, including specialty coffees, freshly squeezed juices, bottles of water, and of course, alcohol.
Then you go over onto MSC. Their Easy package has a lower price point but limits you to drinks up to $6, while their Premium package can go up to $12 per drink.
Definitely premium. Now, Celebrity always included fares, and now include classic beverage packages right they are into your fare, along with Wi-Fi and gratuities.
Then we go on to P&O. It actually has reasonably priced drinks to begin with. They're more like our pub prices, aren't they? So their packages are some of the most affordable in the industry.
Yeah, so far I think P&O would be the only cruise line where we can really do a closer examination of cost to package, because it's British high street prices, as you say. If somebody isn't a big drinker.
Yeah, I think P&O is the only time we haven't taken a drinks package.
Yeah, absolutely.
And although we did think we saved money, we were consciously limiting our drinks on that one.
Yeah, so we weren't enjoying ourselves if we wanted to enjoy ourselves more with alcohol. Yeah, definitely.
Well, you can enjoy yourself without alcohol. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, just not on a cruise that we're on. Now, the big question, are they worth it? Now, for Virgin Voyages, it's mute because they basically include basic beverage like soda, coffee, and water already in the fare.
Okay, so that's Virgin. But I would say for other lines, the rule of thumb would be if you're having maybe 5 to 6 alcoholic drinks a day.
Yeah.
That's not a challenge, by the way. Or if you consume lots of specialty coffees, you like your frappes, etc., or your bottled water, then I would say, yeah, packages are worth it, and they usually pay for themselves.
Yeah, but now if you're only going to be having, say, one glass of wine with your dinner and maybe one cocktail, for instance, then it's probably not.
But don't forget that many cruises offer discounted packages if you purchase them before boarding. MSC, for example, they sometimes can offer up to 75% off if you buy the package in advance.
Yeah, and one more insider tip. Some cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, Celebrity have a drink of the day, specials that aren't covered by the discount threshold on your package, meaning that you could actually save more not by having the package, just by buying those specials.
But always do the maths on your own drinking habits. And it's worth noting as well that you have to purchase the package for every day of your cruise and not just the days you plan to go wild. And also it's worth pointing out that it's per cabin. So if one of you drinks, one of you doesn't, it's not worth getting the drinks package because you would have to pay the drinks package for you both.
Yeah, it's for any adult in the room. So it's 2 adults, or if you've got 2, say, 18-year-olds sharing the cabin with you and their soft drinks, they would still, as the legal age, be charged for the adult drink package. So yeah.
That's a sticky point though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because some, like in America, for example, the drinking age is 21.
Yeah, again, it depends on the cruise line.
Yeah, it depends on the cruise line.
Yeah. But a top tip that we found out a few years ago, there's a great website called Cruise Mummy. That's right, Cruise Mummy. Now, that's got an amazing drinks package calculator for all the major cruise lines, along with current price lists to compare. So certainly well worth visiting that website if you need convincing.
Or just for any other tips, actually.
Yeah, great.
Cruise Mummy is a
tips.
really good site for breaking everything down, not just the drinks packages.
Right, myth number 5. All cruise lines are the same. Now let's tackle myth number 5, that all cruise lines are basically the same experience.
Do I really have to do this bit, Ian?
Yep.
Things I do. Welcome aboard Generic Cruise Lines, where we offer buffets, pools, and outdated Broadway shows. Please enjoy your floating hotel experience.
Nothing could be further from the truth that each major cruise line is completely different, with a different personality to attract a different audience.
So, let's unpack the major differences between some of the big players.
Now, Royal Caribbean is all about action and adventure. If you want to surf, skydive, bungee jump, or ride bumper cars at sea, this is the cruise line for you.
Now, their newest ship, I think it just launched this year, didn't it?
It's massive.
Last year. Wonder of the Seas. It has 8 distinct neighbourhoods, one of which includes Central Park. Yes, it's an actual park with 20,000 plants, live plants, right in the middle of the ship.
Yeah, and then there's like MSC Cruises, which brings European flair with an Italian touch. Think crystal staircases, Mediterranean vibe, and an international passenger mix. Now, as mentioned earlier, we love MSC Cruises.
They also have an amazing tech, and it's called MSC for Me, where you get a wristband or an app on your phone so you can locate your children anywhere on the ship, you can order drinks, you can even unlock your cabin door, so no more losing the key. But that, to sit on your sun lounger and order a strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, there's no clicking fingers at the waiter asking them to come over with a drink, because that would be rude. Just do it silently on your app. Yeah. P&O
Top
Cruises cater primarily for British passengers with proper afternoon tea, pints in the pub, and entertainment that leans into British humour for sure.
Now, their newest ship, Iona, it even has a gin distillery on board.
Oh, book that ship now, please.
Yep. I mean, could you get any more British, to be fair?
Well, like I say, we were a little bit unsure about P&O because we'd been on a couple of shiny ships originally, and then we went on P&O, and again, they're just different ships and different
I can't fault
finishes.
it.
So you know,
fault
it doesn't matter how new or old the ships are. The experiences are all unique and all amazing, and we certainly loved our time on P&O Azura.
Yeah.
Now, Celebrity Cruises is all about modern luxury. Their Edge-class ships feature a magic carpet, for instance, a moving platform that moves up and down the side of the ship, transforming from a tender platform to a restaurant bar.
Celebrity are like a floating boutique hotel, aren't they?
Yeah.
Art galleries, and some art installations that would make even some museums jealous.
Yeah. And then there's Virgin Voyages, the rebellious newcomer that's completely reimagining cruising.
We need to get on this one.
Definitely.
It is definitely on the hit list. But Virgin have got no buffets, no main dining room, no kids.
No kids.
No kids. And they don't have any formal nights either. Just adults having a sophisticated good time.
Yeah, their ships don't even look like a traditional cruise ship. The Scarlet Lady has an exterior design that actually looks more like a super yacht. And the balconies, for instance, have hammocks.
I mean, we haven't even touched on any of the luxury lines, such as Regent Seven Seas, where literally everything is included. Flights, excursions, premium drinks, specialty dining. I mean, all this will come for a cost, of course. There is a price tag to match all these extras.
Yeah. But the point is, choosing the right cruise line for your personality is crucial. A party animal would be miserable on a traditional Cunard crossing, while someone seeking quiet luxury would hate the constant activity of Royal Caribbean.
It's like comparing a beach resort to Las Vegas, to a mountain lodge. They're all vacations, they're all holidays, but they just offer different experiences, don't they?
Yeah.
Myth 6, you'll be bored on a cruise. Our final myth to crush is you'll be bored on a cruise ship.
Oh, what should we do today? Stare at the ocean again or attend another towel folding demonstration?
I don't think we've actually seen one of those, have we?
I don't think so. Sounds boring.
If you're bored on a modern cruise ship, I hate to say it, but that's on you.
Yeah, today's ships are literally floating cities with more activities than most resorts. Royal Caribbean's ships for instance, have ice skating rinks, zip lines, laser tag, escape rooms,
Oh my God,
surf simulators, and Broadway caliber shows.
MSC's newer ships have full-scale water parks, Formula One simulators, and even 4D cinemas.
Now, Celebrity offer glass blowing demonstration,
That's better than your towel folding.
silent discos, so no noise, and rooftop garden concerts.
Virgin has boxing rings.
Oh, come on, put them up. Put them up.
Here's one for you, Ian. An on-deck running track.
What's that for? Walking to the bar?
And interactive dance parties.
No.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
No, not for me. Not for me. Too energetic. And we haven't even mentioned the destinations. Now, most cruises visit a new port every other day, letting you explore different countries without constantly packing and unpacking.
The ship's daily programmes feature about 50 plus scheduled activities from morning to late night, ranging from a fitness class to wine tasting to dance lessons.
Yeah, it's anything. The problem is it isn't boredom. It's trying to fit everything in. Well, that is a wrap. Fellow Mythbusters, we've unpacked the biggest cruise misconceptions.
Now, modern cruise lines offer incredible diversity in experiences, from family adventures to adult playgrounds to luxury escapes.
The key is certainly about matching your personality to the right cruise line and ship.
So we want to hear from you. What cruise myths have you encountered? Or better yet, which myths did you believe until you actually tried cruising?
Now just let us know in the comments. So we've delved in, and that's a wrap for this episode of MacTravelling Unpacked. We hope you've enjoyed it and picked up some great travel tips and inspiration for your next adventure.
If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a review. It really helps more travel lovers like you to find us.
For more travel highlights and tips, follow us on TikTok and Instagram at MacTravelling. And if you're ready to plan your next trip, we're here as your trusted travel consultants to help.
So until next time, keep your passport handy, your bags light, and your excuses for another holiday ready.
And remember, airports are the only place where drinking at 6 a.m. is socially acceptable.
Safe travels.